Hey, friends, welcome to another episode of Lend Me Your Engineers. I'm Marissa, your podcast co host and co explorer of all things UCF engineering and computer science. With me today is Madeline Sutterfield, who is our CECS marketing assistant for MAE and my co host for today. Good to have you with us, Madeline.
Thanks, Marissa. I'm really excited to be here. I'm a graphic designer, a recent UCF grad myself, and passionate storyteller for all things engineering. So I love being a part of conversations like this one.
Absolutely. You've done a fantastic job with us. We could not have done anything this year without your help. I also understand that you
Thank
were
you.
part of of course. I understand you were also part of the study abroad club at UCF. So tell us a little bit about the club and did you get the chance to study abroad?
Yeah, so I was in a club called the Global Night Society, which is all about connecting UCF students with other students of different cultures and perspectives. And while I wasn't able to study abroad myself because my major had pretty limited options, I still got to meet a lot of international students and learn about their lives and form some meaningful friendships. And it gave me a global perspective without even having to leave campus.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I asked because we are chatting with two aerospace engineering students, Michelle Trinh and Nicholas Maxwell, who went to Barcelona this summer on a study abroad trip. This is the first year that the College of Engineering and Computer Science has participated in UCF's Barcelona Center, which allows students to live and learn abroad for the summer. So let's welcome Michelle and Nicholas to the podcast.
Hi, thank
Uh,
you for having us.
Good to have you here. So, how long were you guys in Barcelona and what class did you take?
Nick, do you want to answer that one?
Sure. I was in Barcelona for roughly 4 weeks, and I took the solid mechanics class.
Yeah, we were in the same class.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's Dr. Gordon's class, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So was he, like, teaching the class or, like, how does a study abroad class work? Like, are you at a university over in Barcelona and someone else teaches or he teaches or both, or how does that work?
Yeah, our classroom was in the University of Barcelona building, and Dr. Gordon taught that class.
Mhm.
Cool. Were there any, like, guest lectures, or did you get a chance to, like, collaborate with any students in Barcelona, or were you just in a class with UCF students with him?
We were just in a class with him, and we didn't collaborate with other University of Barcelona students, but we did have a guest lecture. Do you remember the guest lecture, Nick?
Yeah, I do. He was pretty cool. He was from, I believe, the main campus, and he taught a couple other engineering classes.
Awesome. And was this your first time traveling abroad? And, like, what were your expectations going into Barcelona?
For me, it wasn't my first time going abroad. I have been twice before, and this was my second time in Barcelona. But it was a completely different experience from when I went previous times.
Awesome. Did you guys see any historical sites? And what would you say was your favorite experience or memory?
We got to see a lot of the buildings built by Gaudi. He built a lot of architectural marvels. We got to see Park Güell, and the Sagrada Familia was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Parkwell was my favorite. We saw a lot by Gaudi, and we also did a hike at Montserrat, which is a famous like mountain range in Barcelona. And we saw the little boys choir that they go to school near Montserrat, and they performed, and it was amazing.
That sounds amazing. Um, were there any moments during the trip or your whole experience where it really hit you that you were learning engineering, but in a whole other country?
Um, I think it was definitely surreal using the public transportation that made me definitely feel like I was in a different place because in Florida, there really is no such thing as the metro subway system. So that was definitely a culture shock.
What were some of the other cultural differences that you guys noticed when you were over there?
People stay on the right side of the escalator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they will get mad at you if you, like, hang on to the left side.
Oh my. Okay. So that's good to know.
Yeah. Ye
they like keeping like a constant flow of motion. So it's like you don't want anybody blocking the escalators there. I remember when I went.
Yeah,
Goodness.
exactly.
That's
And
interesting.
would you say, specifically in the classroom, were there similar teaching styles or methods there compared to UCF, or was it like a completely different experience education-wise?
I would say it's probably pretty similar. Only thing is that there was definitely more of like a work-life balance. And I feel like here we have a lot more work. I feel like there was more of an experience to have, so they wanted to give us time to do both and still learn.
Nice. It's good to have
Yeah,
that balance.
they
Um,
eat
Um,
dinner really late there, don't they?
Oh my
mhm.
gosh, yes. Because they have what's it called? Like, siesta hour, and so that is normally when we'd eat dinner around, like, 5 to 6. So they eat dinner starting around 7:30, it can go up to 9:30, 10. So, definitely a culture shock. You will not find any restaurants open between the hours of 4 to 6.
oh my.
That's I mean, I feel like everyone needs that. We should bring that over here.
I know, right?
Speaking of food, what was your go-to meal or snack in Barcelona? And are there any favorites that you're craving now that you're back that you can't get here or it's just not the same?
What were some of your favorites, Nick?
Some of my favorites, there was a small like sandwich shop that was really close, and I would go there almost every day. They had like Serrano ham and really fresh cheese. So I feel like that's something I miss, is just being able to walk and go get really fresh food.
Do you remember the Euro place we went to?
Euro. Oh, yes, I do. That was
The
yummy. Those
Bob's?
were very good.
Those
Mhm.
were so good.
Did you
My
guys do the cooking class? That I guess I saw some students did, like, cooking classes, and what was that like?
we it was 2 of our classes combined, so it was our solid mechanics class plus the object-oriented programming class, so we participated in that guided cooking class together. We would split off into, like, groups of 6 depending on what dish we were cooking, so we'd cook appetizers, entrees, and desserts. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, that's amazing. What did you guys learn to cook?
It was a cream dish. I forget exactly the name of it.
Oh,
Oh,
crème de catalana.
yes.
It's kind of like a flan.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I
Or like
like
how
crème
is
that.
brûlée kind of flan mix.
mm, that sounds
Nice. Have you guys
delicious.
made it since you come back?
Um, I actually did. Yeah.
Okay. How'd it turn out?
Um, I it was alright. I can't really wield a blowtorch like they could. So, sugar top wasn't exactly the same, but it turned out alright.
Okay. See, these are amazing things that you learn when you study abroad. I mean, I love it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And for the big question, how is your guys' Spanish? Were you able to practice? Did you know a bit? Did you prepare going into it? Or you feel confident in your abilities now?
I wouldn't say I did a lot of studying beforehand on Spanish, and then while I was there, I picked up a couple phrases, but it's very, you can communicate in a lot of other ways, I would say.
Yeah, thank God English is, like, pretty widely known. Um I it was really easy to pick up Spanish personally for being, like, immersed in it. So or yeah, pretty easy to pick up Spanish. Is what I said? Um, yeah, it was really easy being just immersed in it to learn Spanish because everyone around you was speaking it, you could see it on all the signs. So it was really intuitive towards the end of the month to communicate with the locals.
Okay, cool. So the language barrier wasn't really an inhibiting factor for people who are studying abroad in Barcelona.
No, and, a helpful thing that I learned was to download Google Translate, the like, Spanish on Google Translate onto my phone, and that helped a ton.
Awesome. What would you guys say, or what advice would you give to other students who are right now considering studying abroad?
Do it.
Yeah.
Totally. You won't regret it.
How did it shape your perspective of engineering?
I
Or
think
did
it
it?
goes to show that, like, there's a lot of different aspects than just, like, whatever your field is. Because like, we gotta see a lot of different factories and, like, examples of architecture and ways that, like, engineering is done now and how differently it's changed over time. It just gives a larger scope of, like, how much there is still to learn.
Agreed, completely. Yeah, we took factory tours of the Seat factory. We took a factory tour of the Estrella Damm brewery. So we got to see a lot of engineering principles applied in both of those very different places.
And are you guys seniors now? Are you graduating soon?
No, I'm going into my junior year.
Oh,
I'm going
awesome.
into my
Would you
sophomore year.
Oh, okay, so you guys got plenty of time. Do you or were there any, like, specific lessons or cultural influences that you could see incorporating into your work and your studies for the rest of your time at UCF?
I think incorporating learning the material ahead of class is what I'm gonna incorporate into my time, um, at UCF in Florida, because it really frees up a lot of my time to really, like, let the class itself solidify my knowledge, and it frees up some time after class to go explore and have some time to myself.
I'll
Awesome, and ho Oh, go ahead, Nicholas.
I'll say I would personally, like, incorporate more study groups because I feel like near every test we'd have a large, almost our entire class was in the study room.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so I
like
feel like that will be something I continue to try to do.
mhm. Our tests were always on Thursday mornings, so Wednesday nights, we all 25 of us would cram into the little study room.
Good bonding time, definitely. Well, did you guys, form a really close bond with everyone that you were there with, or did you try to, branch out and or speak with students who were from Barcelona and going there full time?
I definitely talked to more students from UCF. I only met like one or two that were from Barcelona just because of how big of a presence UCF had at the place we were
Oh,
staying. But um, it was definitely nice to just meet new people.
Yeah, I formed a lot of close friendships with a lot of the people in my class and also other classes, so if it weren't for the program, I wouldn't have ever met those people, so I'm really thankful.
awesome. Yeah, definitely. And, overall, how do the both of you think that this experience will shape your future personally or professionally?
I think personally, I've caught the travel bug. I wanna go anywhere, everywhere now. So I'll definitely be doing a lot more traveling in my future. And then professionally, it really opened my eyes to seeing that I could be involved in so many fields as an engineer. So it opened my, like, options to different career paths.
Would either of you do another study abroad trip?
I would definitely be interested in doing something in either Europe again or an Asian country, because I think that would just be cool to have more of an engineering focus, either if it's like for an internship opportunity, um, just to live abroad again would just be cool.
I agree. I think Asia is one of my top places to travel to.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And what are your career goals when you graduate? Like, would you wanna work abroad, or would you rather just stay here and find a cool engineering organization to work for?
I'm definitely open to both options. I'm probably gonna see where my career takes me.
I agree. Wherever they're hiring. Um,
Yeah.
but I like, the study abroad program definitely made me more flexible. It made me realize that I could live abroad if I wanted to, and I never considered that before.
Awesome. If you guys were to not study abroad, but to live abroad elsewhere, what would be your number one choice?
I'd say Barcelona. It was such a great experience. I love the, like, community there, and I could see myself living there long term.
The siesta lifestyle really got a hold on you.
I know, yeah, I just that 4 to 6 just really got me.
I know, we
Definitely.
gotta bring that over here, that's for sure.
I know. You gotta drink a
I'm
glass of sangria every day.
I'm glad we
So
weren't
what
there during the peak heat though, because July gets really hot in Central Europe.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
what
I
what
mean, can't be any worse than here, right? It's
Uh,
they
pretty
don't have
bad.
AC there, they don't have AC.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I went
yeah.
for a weekend to France, and they really don't have AC. It was so bad. And they were going through a heat wave too. It was terrible. I don't know how the people there, like, handle it.
Yeah, no, I would not survive without AC.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Are there any, like, hidden gems or local spots that to students who are listening to this that will be doing the same program you guys are doing that you would recommend to them, or something that you wish you knew about before going?
Uh, I don't remember the name of that Euro place that me and Nick went to, but that was a really good restaurant.
I'll have to
hmm.
Google it.
There's a taco place called TKO Tacos, and they have these $1 tacos. They're all really good, and you can load up your plate with, like, all these different kinds of flavors of tacos. It's a good place.
Awesome. And is there anything that you learned about yourself while being abroad that you didn't know before you went? Like, did you surprise yourself with any things that you did or things that you were able to do that you didn't expect?
What do you think, Nick?
Um, I feel like just the way I could like work my own schedule around a very limited amount of like responsibilities and also only having 4 days of class a week, it just gives you a lot of time to build a schedule and do a lot of things. And I feel like that would normally overwhelm me, but I feel like when I was there, there was always something to do. I didn't have to like figure out where to put my free time.
Yeah, I agree. I liked that we were able to explore the city that we were in, and I learned that I like to do that, and I wanna incorporate more of that into my daily life.
Yeah, definitely. Were there any worries or concerns you guys had before going, or were you worried about adapting? Because it sounded like you guys adapted really well.
The pickpocketing scared me so
Oh,
much. I remember within the days and weeks leading up to the trip, my mom would send me, like, these Facebook reels of, like, what to do in Barcelona to watch out for pickpockets and, like, how to deter pickpockets. So that really freaked me out, but it's n not that bad. As long as you just, like, know where your things are on your body, like, it's not that big of a deal as people make it seem.
that's good to hear. Maybe I'll have to take a visit again.
Yeah,
But
and what are some other tips, like, just to prep yourself, especially for students maybe who haven't traveled abroad before? What are some ways that they can prep themselves for the trip?
I would say pack light because there's a lot of stuff you can get in Barcelona for in terms of things you'll need there that are much easier to get there than here.
Yeah, like, don't go packing full-size shampoos and soaps, like, get all your things like toiletries while you get there, because you wanna fill up your suit you wanna use it up while you're there and then have that space in your suitcase to bring back, like, souvenirs and everything.
Absolutely, you definitely gotta have souvenirs. Did you guys get any souvenirs from Barcelona?
I got a ton. I got gifts, I love getting gifts for people, and I got souvenirs for basically every person in my family. Um,
Nice.
they have great food and canned items. They're, like, the biggest exporter of olive oil, so I got a lot of olive oil there. Um, yeah.
awesome. And if you overall had to summarize how the study abroad made you a stronger engineer, what would you say?
I think I learned a lot about the class made me learn a lot about FEAs, which are basically just, um, material assessments of, like, different materials and, like, how they perform under stress. So I learned a lot about that.
The study abroad trip made me a stronger engineer by allowing me to incorporate more of my, I guess, ideas into what I'm doing. So I feel like I've learned how to better visualize the problems I'm working on.
Oh, I totally forgot about the souvenirs that we have. We have our matching Barcelona shirts, don't we, Nick?
Yes.
All of our class got matching I Heart Barcelona shirts, towards the end of our
Oh,
trip, and we wore it out our final night we were in Barcelona.
Oh,
please
that's
feel free to
awesome.
send over a photo. That would be
Oh,
great.
yeah, we did a karaoke night, or we did, like yeah, we went to a karaoke bar, and we all wore our I Heart Barcelona shirts and, like, took over the bar.
Oh, that is awesome. Please tell me that Dr. Gordon was there and that he sang karaoke.
You know, he was not. Ugh, we were really trying to get him to go, but he was like, "No, guys, I'm tired." I know Nick sang "That Way."
Nice.
Yeah,
Do you guys have any videos from the karaoke?
do I? I'll send them.
Imagine.
Send it all
I
over.
have a video of Nick.
Unless Nick would like to do some karaoke now on the podcast.
Cool.
I mean, you are welcome to.
I don't think my voice is prepared.
Yeah, we didn't do our vocal exercise. I'm sorry, guys.
Darn, darn. Next time.
It sounds so you guys went with a group of, you said 25 students from UCF?
I think about, right, Nick?
For our class, yes.
And if these weren't people that you were too familiar with before, do you think that you'll carry on those, Wednesday night study late night study traditions while you guys are here and kinda keep that bond going with not only, the international students, but just the students that you went with?
I definitely think so because I've talked to a couple people from the class and we have a lot of overlap this next couple semesters. So that'll be nice to have people to study with that I know I can study with.
Cool. And then did you guys just going back to, like, just the coursework itself, you think you strengthened any specific technical skills that it's gonna help you down the road?
I don't think the class wasn't very, like, technical skills, like, software focused, so there wasn't much emphasis on that.
Maybe was there emphasis on any, soft skills that could often be overlooked, like public speaking or, intercultural teamwork, things like that?
There was a lot of teamwork. The class, the way that Gordon structured it was the first half of class, he would teach us about the material, review it, and then the second half, he'd have groups of students come up and do practice problems. So, definitely a lot of opportunity for teamwork there. So, I definitely learned how to get up in front of the class and solve a problem in its entirety.
That's great. It sounds like overall you guys had a really unforgettable experience.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thanks to you both for being with us today and chatting with us about your experience.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
And thank you, Madeline, for co hosting with me today. Appreciate it.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Give us a follow at UCF CECS and at UCF MAE for more news, including our story on the Barcelona trip, which has been posted for a couple of weeks. So go check that out to learn more about their trip. Until next time.